And they were like, girl, where have you been? Living my best life. Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, I'm Cheraye. Welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much, dwellings, and welcome back. Today, you guys, we are talking about Chanel dwellings. Chanel. I have a quick 2.5. Of course, you already know I do. But let me say this, here on this channel, I do cover fashion, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle, all things fancy and fabulous dwelling. So if that sounds like something that you would be into, stop what you're doing. Go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button, of course, if you enjoy the vibe. And do not forget to drop your scent of the day. I like to know what you're wearing. Whenever you share with me what you're wearing, I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I might want to try that. So that's why I ask you to drop your scent of the day. Besides, I like hearing from you guys as well. Of course, if you want to connect even further, come over and say hi on Instagram without any further rambling. Why would I even say that? You know you're gonna ramble. I'm gonna do a couple of more 2.5s. But anyways, let's jump into the video. Okay, you guys, the reason how this came about, I haven't reached for some of my Chanel fragrances in months because I just haven't been going to like the kind of places that I would put. Well, okay, I'm fibbing. I reached for like Utandra. I reached for Fresh, of course, Vive. Yes, those ones I have. But my heavy hitter Chanel less exclusive fragrances, I wasn't really reaching for. I haven't been because I haven't been going anywhere rocking those. But you guys, I was invited to an event a couple of nights ago, and it said it was kind of dressy. It was on a rooftop. It was in LA. It was probably about 70, and I was like, you know what, this is gonna call for a Chanel fragrance. So I rocked Coco Noir, and I'll share that with you, as well as Gardenia, because I had went in a Chanel boutique when I was on vacation, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, what is that fragrance that's, you know, smelling up the whole room? It smells amazing. She says it's probably everything. She goes, but I have been spraying Gardenia like crazy. And that's exactly what it was. So I paired the two and mixed them together, and OMG, chef's kiss. I want you to stay until the end of the video because I do want you to be able to experience these as well. So if you do, there is going to be a giveaway at the end of the video, so make sure you stay so that you know how to enter. Let's move on. Let's start with Gardenia. This is Gardenia. This is from the Les Exclusive line. You guys, this would be a beautiful wedding day scent. This has tuberose, orange blossom, jasmine. It has sandalwood, patchouli, musk, vetiver. It is a beautiful fragrance. On me, it was a good moderate fragrance. It gave a good 7 to 8 hours. I mean, it's just pretty. Like it's a beautiful, pretty fragrance. It's not in your face. It's very pretty. It's very like a wedding day. It's very spring, summer appropriate. We're ending summer here, but I'm still rocking it because it's hot as fire. But this is such a gorgeous fragrance. It makes me feel classy. All of these are. I'm gonna sound redundant, but they all make me feel classy, sophisticated, elegant, very in a league of my own. And so when I was rocking and these fragrances to the event, I said, God, I've missed feeling like this girl. A lot of my fragrances for Chanel or from Chanel, I used to wear to work. I used to wear to church. I used to wear like, you know, business meetings, different things like that because I was in that space. I'm not really in that space at the moment. So I haven't really reached for these particular ones or some of the ones that I'm sharing with you. But this right here, if you are in need, this right here is good. I move on. I move on. Now, the one that I cannot wait, I got it. I don't even know when I got it. I got it when it first came out. I wore it then, and then it quickly became too hot to wear, but I am so looking forward to wearing Lee Lion. This is past a purr, this is a roar, this is a lion, this is a tiger, this is all of the above. This is like OMG. This is bergamot, this is lemon, amber, patchouli, Madagascar. It's got some sandalwood, it's got some musk. This is a beast. This is getting on your body, it's holding you tight, it's never letting you go. Even if you come out of the shower, it's still like, you know what I mean? It's one of those. Oh my gosh. So this right here would be something for like a hot, sexy, steamy night. You know what I mean? This is something that's gonna purr. This smells burning. You know, we spoke about Love Fest smelling like burning cherry. This smells like burning something. Burning fire, burning bushes, burning burning coal. This is like fire in a bottle, and I don't mean fire like, oh my god, it's fire. No, this is like real heat in a bottle. This is so good though. Why I want to smell like burning hot date night is amazing. But the dry down is so sexy and so sensual. It's just so good. This is not for everybody. I highly recommend not blind buying this, because this right here is going to take some getting used to. It's not going to be for everybody. All Chanel fragrances basically, but this one really right here is going to take some getting used to. It's not for everybody. I move on. Now, one that might be for everybody is this one here. This is Chanel Gabrielle. Yes, they have the new one that came out, or more recent. It was the one that's intense. I only have this one and I'm sufficient with that. I love this. This is bright. This is a white floral. This is really pretty. This is something that you could wear to work for those of you that want something that's classy, sophisticated, all the things, still all the thrills and feels of, you know, fresh, clean, pretty girl, pretty woman. This would be a way to go. Orange blossom, jasmine, tuberose. It has black currant, sandalwood, musk. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's so good. I really reach for this in the spring, the summer. I actually wear this year round, but it does really shine in the summer. I'll never forget. I have a cousin, and we were meeting up one time, and we hadn't seen each other in a while. So when we went to greet one another, we hugged. And when she hugged me, I was like, oh my gosh, like I know that scent. It felt so familiar, or it smelled so familiar. And I'm like, what are you wearing? And she goes, Gabrielle. And I love how she said it, because she didn't say Chanel Gabrielle. She didn't say Gabrielle Chanel. She just said Gabrielle. And I was like, oh my gosh, I knew that scent. So shout out to you, girl. Hey, yeah, she was wearing Gabrielle. Really amazing scent. Something for a sleeker, sexier date night. I don't hear a lot of talk about it. I went into the boutique. I smelled there was another one, and I smelled this one. I actually want the other one now, but this is the one that I have, and this is Chanel Allure. That is this one here. It looks like this. You'll tell because it has a burgundy kind of reddish top at the beginning. It's bergamot, mandarin, pink pepper. It has jasmine, rose, iris, vanilla, amber. It has a little bit of everything. Frankincense. It's sexy. Right when I got this, it got like hot or something, and I just stopped reaching for it. But God, I need to go back and reach for it again. This is really good. The dry down is so sexy. It's a moderate fragrance. It's a warm, spicy. It's gonna, oh God, it's gonna give you a good 8 hours. That's what I mean about Chanel's fragrances. They just make me feel, I want to make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth. They just make me feel some type of way, you know what I mean? And it's not the way that some of my other fragrances make me feel. And I tell you guys, I'm all about how a fragrance can transport me, and how a fragrance can make me feel, and how it can move me. And their fragrances is just like, I wanted to be that woman my whole life. I wanted to be that young lady, that girl that oozed class, sophistication, grace, dignity. When they go low, we go high. You know what I mean? I've always said that's how these fragrances from Chanel make me feel. And this one is good. This one makes me feel that way, but this one also makes me feel a little sexy. Yes, it does. It's like a sexier fragrance from Chanel. This one, like I said, I picked up at the Chanel boutique. I move on. Everything I'm gonna link for you in the description box below, so no need to worry. Another one that's a really sexy one is Coco Mademoiselle. That is this one here, but this is not the original. This is the intense version, and I really, really like this one. It is a little bit warmer to me. To me, it smells like it has a little bit more vanilla in it. Not as strong when it comes to patchouli. Tonka bean in it as well. And this is good for a date night, a signature scent, a year-round scent. It's Coco Mademoiselle. You can't go wrong. Like, this is an iconic fragrance in my opinion, and most of the world, if that's the case. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I haven't reached for it much this year. I have so many other fragrances that I have been reaching for. I just have not reached for my Chanel collection. But I took the cap off of one of them and wore it out to that event, and I was like, oh my gosh, where have you been? And they were like, girl, where have you been? Living my best life. Anyways, but yeah, I'm back, Chanel. I'm back. I missed you. I'm back. Oh my God, and they just make me so happy. They make me so happy. Like, I like really have a relationship with these fragrances. Like, every single one, well, except this one because it's kind of newer. I'll share that with you. But the ones that have been in my collection for a while, like every single one, you guys, I take the cap off of. I kid you not. And let me know if you could relate to this. It's like when I take the cap off and I smell it, I have a story with it. Like, I love it. I have a memory with me. It takes me and transports me back to a time and place. And Chanel is just a place that just really does it for me. And I'm not talking about Chanel-y or Chanel. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the experience of my whole life that I'm like, I just want to go in there and shop. I just want to be that woman that's that girl that can just go in and be like, I want this and this and that. And I still can't do that. But anyways, no, for a few things I can. For a few things, but not for everything. But for fragrances, Hello? She's in there. But yes, this is another one. This is Chanel Les Exclusive, and this is 1957. This is a very sparkling fragrance. It's more of a springtime fragrance. Bergamot, woody, iris, neroli, cedar, hints of honey in this fragrance as well. It's sparkly, it's upbeat, it's spicy, it's pretty. Now this one here, when I first moved back to LA, I was teaching at the gym. I had met a couple of gal pals, and we were getting together. I think it was around the holiday season. We were getting together and we were all gonna meet for dinner. And so I didn't know what to wear, you know. I didn't want to come in shutting it down. Of course, I was already gonna do that. But anyways, I didn't want to be too in their face. And I'll never forget, I reached for this. This is one that I wore. And when I first got to the table and I wore it out, I wasn't really smelling myself. So I was like, dang, it doesn't really do anything. And I wore like an off the shoulder kind of sleeve because my muscles were ripped thin. Hello? They're coming back, they're coming back. Don't worry, don't worry. But I wore like an off the shoulder, so I had like some skin exposed. And one of the ladies were like, oh my God, you smell amazing. I had reached for the bread basket. And when I reached for the bread basket and pulled it back, I was like, oh my God, I do smell good. But I didn't do that. I said, oh, thank you, thank you. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, oh, that's 1957 Cheraye Les Exclusive by Chanel. You know what I mean? It was like one of those. So this right here is so good. Like I said, you guys, every fragrance from Chanel that's not new to my collection, I have a whole story. All right, let me keep moving on because I could talk about Chanel forever. The next one that I'm going to share with you, this is another one that's a classic, iconic in my opinion. This is Coco Noir. This is a beautiful, sophisticated, contemporary, modern, chic, elegant woman. Yes! Shuts it down every time. This woman plays no games. You guys should go back and watch some of the videos that I spoke about this woman. I'm not doing it right now because I already shared it, but you guys know that this is that lady who knows what she wants. She plays no games. She doesn't order off the menu. The chef in the back already knows her. He knows not to bring out anything like less than chef's kiss because she won't accept it. She has no problem telling you how she feels. She doesn't settle for anything, okay? She wants and she knows her worth, and she's not settling for anything less. This is a warm fragrance in my opinion. To me, it can be worn year round. I do find it to be a tad bit much for hot days like 80, 90, 100 plus. I do find it to be a bit much, but it is a beautiful fragrance. It has May Rose, it has floral notes in it, it has tonka bean, patchouli, grapefruit. It is a beautiful fragrance. If you're looking for something for work, for church, a one and done that can fit the bill, you can do this one here and Coco Mademoiselle and call it a day. If you're thinking, gosh, Cheraye, I really don't know where to start with Chanel fragrances, like they're so over the top and they, as everybody say, they make me smell like my grandmother. Anyways, your grandmother had great taste and class, but I would suggest trying these two. Try Coco Mademoiselle, try Coco Mademoiselle Intense, which is this, and then try Coco Noir. These are two that I feel that are, you know, more crowd pleasing, more mass appealing than some of their other ones are, and I will say that as well. Some of the other ones are a bit much. I just love that. I feel that Chanel's fragrances are an acquired scent that you either love it or you don't, and I particularly love it. Like, I smelled these ladies at church or in business meetings my whole life growing up as a girl, and I just always said I want to be a part of that team. I don't know where they're getting this stuff from, but I want to be a part of the team. And when I went in Chanel and started smelling the fragrances and seeing all the black and white, I was like, I'm home. I'm home. Black, white, beige, a touch of red, some gold, the chains. I was like, I'm home. I am home. So for me, it's everything. But I would highly say this is also good for a date night too. Like a classy date night. Like he's taking you to a steakhouse. He's gonna pull out your chair and get your door the whole night. And you possibly might go in for a nightcap, or he might come in for a nightcap. That's one that you could wear. Now, if you know you're going in for a nightcap, don't wear that. Don't wear that. It's a little too much. It's a little too much. I'll move on. I'll move on. Now, this one here, I have rarely played with at all. I did pick this up this year, you guys. I ordered it. You can see it has hardly no dent in it. I probably have worn this 6 times since I got it. And I have the lotion to it as well. This is so romantic though. It's so beautiful. I don't know why I haven't reached for this. I mean, the whole area is behind me and it's so good. Maybe I'll sleep in this tonight. Oh no. I already know what I'm sleeping in tonight. It's not this kind of night. I'm not sleeping in it because it's not this kind of night. It's enough. It's enough. This is beautiful though. This is like a picnic date. We're going out, a day date, you know what I mean? Apple picking, fall festival, something like that coming up. It's very romantic. Now, if I was gonna stay over the night and then I was gonna get up the next morning and I was gonna go spritz myself and we were gonna go downstairs for a coffee or a tea, I would spritz myself in something like this. Or if we had stayed at a hotel together and we were gonna go down the next morning and grab a cup of joe, I would definitely do something like this. Like this would be like, oh my God. He would cuddle me and he'd be like, ooh, she smells inviting, but not that inviting. Anyways, you guys, pink pepper, citrus, lemon, damask rose. It has patchouli in it. It's a very feminine fragrance. It's clean, it's powder, it's got a little bit of a lemon fresh. It would be good for brunch, shopping, church, an early date, tea, all the things. This right here is Peri Peri by Chanel. I believe this is their latest fragrance. I don't know, you guys. I've been out of the loop for a while, so I can't keep up. But yeah, these are my fragrances from Chanel that I have been either reaching for or I cannot wait to reach for. But these two are the two that I wore to that event that I told you I went to. And this is Gardenia and this is Coco Noir. I paired these together and we stole the show. I smelled good, and I purred the entire night. We were out for probably, I want to say maybe about 6 or 7 hours. If you're following me on Instagram, I shared that photo with you. I was standing on a rooftop and I was in the heart of LA, and I had a backdrop behind me of these beautiful buildings, and then I wore like my Dior bag, the black one with the chain hardware, gold chain hardware. I also wore like my black Dior shoes, and I wore a really cute proper black dress with sheer sleeves, kind of, you know, big balloon sleeve. I'm getting rid of that dress though, because when I came home I didn't like how it made me feel. It just made me feel like blah. It had no shape to it. So I was like, but it was perfect for the occasion, you know what I mean? It was perfect for the occasion, but I don't ever want to wear it again. So yeah, that's what I wore. Do not forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and this little baggie will be sent to you. This is all international only, so I will put that. That will be the only disclaimer. I just want to give away samples, full bottles. I just want to start doing giveaways, even more than I already do. So that's going to be something that you have a chance to win. So do not forget to leave me your scent of the day. Come over and say hi on Instagram. The only requirements are make sure you're following the YouTube channel. Share the video if you want. Share it on Instagram, post it, what have you. Yeah, make sure you're following me on Instagram and make sure you're following me on YouTube. And that is it. And I will see you beautiful souls in the next one. Until next time, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous, darlings. Thanks for watching. Bye.